I want to ask you first a question. Does someone of you know already a Christmas present for his partner already? It's always a hard question, and we are going to solve this question because we are offering you something completely new. It's a smart jewelry, it's a bracelet that actually can enhance and really bring your relationship to a new level. And what does it do? What does it do, Love Beads? It can actually measure the temperature and also the heartbeat of yourself. And together with another device that you're giving for your partner, and if you like more, kind of an Apple Watch, then you have these two devices and they communicate with each other. And what is the most interesting thing, that they are also communicating with another form of device, and this is this Ambilight. And what it does, it enhances your life while you are in your room or in your bed, and actually it connects with the heart rate that you're currently having. And this kind of information makes it pulse slower, so when you're beginning to explore each other in the evening, it's a little bit slower, and you don't have to focus on this light, it's just surrounding your emotions, and when it's getting a little bit hotter, and when it's getting a little bit more interesting, yeah, it surrounds this kind of emotion with a more intense light and a more, more inspiring environment. So, what we're offering is not only a smart wristband, it's the connection. You don't need technology in these moments, and you don't want to have technology inside there where it's most important. So we only give you a haptic feedback that's on your wristband and on your bracelet, so you feel the heartbeat of the other one, and you have also a temperature feedback, and you're not disturbed by that. And the light is only surrounding this feeling, so you can concentrate what's most important, and that is bringing your partner to orgasm as good and as fast, or as slow and as long as you want. And for that solution, we're going to look now in the trends.
Well, actually, you will wonder why we start to focus on this product, why we create this product. We create this product because we really believe it's going to make money. And that's the only reason, because we lose our time we spend our time in this product. What we see that now there's one sector that is moving around 97 billion yearly, and this is the sector of sex. Probably in the normal industry and traditional industry is something that you cannot see well, but actually is moving a lot of money. And there's only other two sectors that are going to improve a lot. One is Internet of Things and wearables, that are going to grow approximately 45%, and it means 155 trillion units that is going to be sold in the next 5 years, just in wearables. And also the last point that my colleague says is we're going to do a jewelry. We're just not going to create a wristband, we're going to create a brand. And this brand is going to be the brand that connects people. Just not about sex, just about connection. We're going to connect people, we're going to make them happy and make them joy. So the point is that jewelry also is moving right now $148 billion daily. And it's going to move around 250 in the next 5 years. So the point is, after saying that, just to make the numbers clear, Microsoft is one of the leading companies that have a lot of sales around the world. They do sales of $44 billion per year. So just compare the numbers. And before starting to talk about the prototype we create, I want to spend just 1 second explaining about our team. I don't know if some of you know, but most of us have really experience in the business world. We are not just doing the degree. Actually, both of them have around 10 years programming already. One of them has published in important magazines in Internet of Things. He already knows how the sector was 4 years ago. Another one is an expert in cybersecurity. We have a person here who works in one of the innovation hubs, most important innovation hubs here in Germany, so he knows a lot about creating new processes, and also is really good in operations. Hans is already working in Internet of Things sector for 1 year, but for this sector is not that easy. He knows a lot about connected cars. He's doing an MBA in Israel. And in my case, I co-founded previously a company that have some success in Spain. So we already know what we are doing. And whatever question you have after showing the product, we'll
yeah. 10 seconds?
10 seconds? Okay, so basically since sensor which we have here about heart rate is not working well, we found some data about heart rate when people have sex. And basically, we put that data inside of Arduino. Then The LED here shows basically the heart rate during the sex, actual one, not the fake one. We connect it to the Bluetooth, and the Bluetooth sends data to the phone. So basically on the phone we have updated heart rate. The idea was that today we could show the with the thing, but it seems to be that Philips want to have additional device for that.
So, to make you interested, we will show you this on Monday in Nuremberg. We're more too glad to show you the Apple Watch and Ambilight solution over there. Thanks, and we're open for questions.
Thank you very much. Do you have any questions?
Yeah. So this bracelet, you have a prototype?
It's a kind of prototype, but only the jewelry should look like. So there are no sensors so far.
Oh, okay.
Design prototype.
Yeah.
All right. The question is, so this guy will be full of sensors that will measure heart rate and so on and so forth. How often should I charge the thing?
So this comes, I think, to a more easy question because we do not have GPS or something like this in. It's mostly the heart rate sensor and then also the temperature sensor. And since it is also not working every time, I think this makes this question easier with Bluetooth Low Energy. We are going to need only the power when you actually activate it, and you're not going to have the whole day sack. So hopefully that we have not a real big issue with a battery. But of course, you should charge it every now and then. Let's make it up to a run, perhaps I would say 25 hours, perhaps, where we can run this jewelry.
So 1 day is 24 hours, pretty much every day I should charge it.
If you're going to have sex with
Yeah,
her
right.
all day long.
So we're playing around with this when we want to put a pulse inside, that you actually can feel the heartbeat more. Then we will need more energy, but it makes it more interesting to use it while it's more interesting.
Okay.
A good question.
Yeah, we have an idea to how to implement electronics. I assume that's easy because you showed a really small wristband. So how to implement electronics into it?
This is not the real prototype. It's the kind how the design should be a little bit more like a jewelry and not like a Fitbit. So I also was wearing a Fitbit, and this kind of rubber on my hand was not the kind I would like to wear every day. So I sent it back to Amazon, and fortunately you can do this. But normally you wouldn't do this with a jewelry you're getting presented by your boyfriend or your girlfriend. So we want to market it as a really high quality and expensive jewelry that is bigger in the end. It looks more like a Fitbit in the end. It is more stable, but it should have a look like it's a premium.
So which price range are you targeting? Or are you predicting for this?
So here we ask the price guy would say.
Actually, we were checking the costs, and actually it's not expensive to create this one. It's not creating, the technology is not expensive, but it exists. Nowadays it's is already existing. The only problem would be the brand. We want to go to luxury. We're sure that we want to go there, so maybe, I don't know, it depends on the product we create, because also we will work with different products. It can be a cheap one, 100, 200, but then we will work in that. It depends also what kind of target we want to approach. Couples, maybe single person, we'll see.
Then you also have to buy the lamp, right?
It depends. The lamp is an accessory. Our main focus is creating a wristband or creating this kind of jewelry that can show you the heat. The heat is going to be the way to communicate with your couple.
Heat or heartbeat?
With both. So with a heartbeat, we want to heat it up.
Exactly. It depends of the heartbeat that they detect in the couple. You will know exactly how is your couple going. So you can act slowly, you can act faster, you can know better the person that you are with. It's about improving communication at the end.
Questions?
Yeah. Honest feedback, just as honest as we were.
You can go first. It's okay.
So in short, do you want to be a wearable or a lifetime? In short, do you want to sell as a lifetime or do you want to enter the Fitbit market?
What do you think will enter better in the market? If you say we have a toy that can make your girl
The
come,
problem is the price. It will be very expensive, so it will be wearable, I guess, because no one will pay thousands.
maybe. But if it really works, that's the point.
It'll be fun.
Do you think we're solving a problem? If we really help people to know when your girl is gonna come or when it's arriving?
Jewelry plus wearable Maybe, yeah.
We've been in this question, and now we have a lady that's helping us guys to see it from another side, and she also told us perhaps it's interesting to have a nice jewelry, and if you're single you go into a bar and you ask for, may I feel your heartbeat? So perhaps we are there in a wearable market that's also interesting, but to claim it first and a little bit more radically, also sex toy would sell good, I think.
Yeah, that's the point. It will sell better.
I have one last.
Perhaps
Yep,
here
go first.
Aren't there wearable bracelets that already do that, like take your heartbeat, transmit it to the phone and everything? Can I just use the already existing sport wearables for that purpose?
That's good. Actually, you can. So with the iWatch, you can actually connect with your lamp, but that's the lamp. So you want to connect with your partner, and he has to get this feedback. So, and these bracelets are not out so far until you don't want to have a really loud vibration that rather is kind of an SMS coming in. So I think here there's a quite a market need, what is not solved so far, but to connect with the lamp and show if I'm excited, yeah, you can do it so far.
And also, we're creating the software part that not everyone knows. It's not that easy with the heartbeat. So that's our product also.
Okay, with the Apple Watch, I can send my heartbeat to any other person with an Apple Watch. So isn't this what you're doing? Like, what other triggers tell you that you're about to come, other than pulse and maybe temperature? Or are these only those two?
Is what I already say. It's not that easy. We are not just counting when the pulse is growing. There's more frequencies, there are more variables, and at the end is a little bit of machine learning and some even big, well, not big data, but business intelligence. So you need to know exactly the different parameters. He can be like with a heartbeat really fast, maybe first for another reason. So that's our point. We're giving added value here.
Thank you very much.